I'm presenting something to Amy Адамс. I don't know exactly what I'm presenting to her, apart from the fact that she's fabulous and deserves everything. And this is it's written down. It's a girly swat kind of fan letter that's slightly creepy and very earnest. But here we go. I have a huge, huge actor crush on Amy Адамс. It's huge. And yeah, I'm not alone. I would beg, borrow and steal every single, I told you it was creepy, character she created. But the thing is that Amy's screen presence is so utterly unique and her work is so seamless that it's impossible to pick it apart, let alone try to imitate it. Her performances are seemingly effortless, but put the characters that she's played in the hands of a lesser actor, someone less generous, less skilled, less Amy, and the gossamer fine membrane between the text, the character and the screen would just disintegrate and it would turn to dust. Now, I can think of very few actresses across the ages who've played so many roles in films of such different tone and temperature. And the extraordinary double whammy, speaking of extraordinary, that Moonlight film is extraordinary, but the extraordinary double whammy of Nocturnal Animals and Arrival is case in point. And still fewer actresses have played, or rather melted, into such a vast array of characters. Erotic dancer, gallery owner, linguist, cult member, to name a few. It's kind of absurd, Amy's breadth. But there's never a whiff of judgment on the characters' politics or their sexuality. There's no judgment on their actions or their socio-economic standings, their relative intelligence or their ambitions, big or small. Amy never, ever, ever tells an audience what to think. Rather, she bypasses that merely cerebral process and invites an audience to feel first. And she spits the audience out gently, like a mangled, sort of stunned little fur ball after the movie is done, thinking and dreaming about what she's allowed us to experience. So often watching a film that Amy's been in, I'm inspired, but I'm also very discombobulated. And I can be heard sort of wandering down the street saying, what the fuck has just happened to me? I had no idea she was going to take me here. And actor to actor, and no one scrutinises and perhaps appreciates, often begrudgingly, the performance of another actor, but an actor. There are so many, many, many qualities that I admire in Amy's work. Her lack of self-aggrandisement, her lack of vanity. And movie star though she is, you will never, ever, ever catch Amy Адамс doing a star turn. She could, and she'd knock you sideways with a feather, but she's always got a firm commitment to the story at hand, her fellow performers, and the delicate second-by-second process of how you realise these things most truly. She's truly scrumptious. It's creepy. I marvel at Amy's indefatigable curiosity as a performer. It's the best listening acting in the business by a country mile. And I don't know how she does it, but Amy appears sort of porous on screen, not just inhabiting emotional states, but allowing them to pool and unfold, a little bit like wet patches around her. It's almost as if she vibrates at a different intensity and wavelength for each performance, at a different wavelength from the rest of us, without a wobble. And she can be so still and contain so much that it feels like she just might explode. She makes the ordinary and extraordinary with exquisite observational detail. Her characters are profoundly accessible on screen. They're wide, wide open doors to allow the audience in, yet she has this uncanny parallel ability to realise people who hold a secret, and often from themselves, and so they're full of mystery and magnetism. Now, I fall in love with Amy's characters every time, no matter what their circumstances, every single time. And my list of love affairs is endless. Ashley and Junebug gratefully and uncomprehendibly receiving a spoon at her baby shower. American Hustle, I can't even go there. Every frame, every single frame of that film, she bewitched and beguiled us. You know, and often she works outside her comfort zone. And then who can forget, Don't Call Me Skank. It's the ultimate what can happen if women are nasty to other women scene. But perhaps never more rapidly have I fallen in love with Amy than in her sublime, boundless, impossible performance in Arrival. Not only did she tap into a profound and universal grief that, every parent feels, but we feel as human beings. And she did this within moments of the film's opening. But then she unleashed the fucking tickle guns. And it was cruel. They came out so early in the film that I, and indeed every single person in the cinema, was a mess. And as the film progressed, Amy, your performance unfurled, it just got messier and messier. It was really definitionally bittersweet. And Amy Адамс is perhaps the single reason why we prefer watching movies in the dark. So we can weep with her, we can laugh with her, we can marvel and fear her and lust after her without being watched ourselves. And Amy, you deserve every single accolade imaginable as a person and as an actress. You have a rare lightness of spirit and such depth of heart and a talent that knows no bounds. So congratulations on whatever the title of this award is.
So awesome to get this award, and I'm not going to lie, just having Кейт Бланшет say that about me, I'm like, I'm done. I'm good. I can die. The first time I have to gush on Kate a little bit, I'm completely, it's like a talent crush right back at you. I sang at the Oscars a couple years back, and I got done, and I sat down in my seat, and I was feeling all squirrely and insecure. And this goddess leans back in her chair and makes eye contact. It's Kate. And I'm like, I think she's looking at me. And she says, very quietly, that was beautiful. And my husband encourages me, because I'm thunderstruck, to go talk to her. And I said, no, that was perfect. And the less that she knows me, the more likely we are to be friends. And so I'm glad I was wrong. And I'm so grateful to the person that she is. And so often our heroes can disappoint us, but Kate never disappoints. And I'm so grateful she's here tonight, and thank you so much for the kind words. She's one of our legends, and I'm very grateful for her.